Chayce, how's the move been this week after probably your biggest win of the season in many ways?
Yeah, it's always a nice feeling coming in the club after a win, and always a showdown win's always nice as well. You still get back into it and get back into the vision and all that sort of stuff, but no, it's always a nice feeling after a win.
I think Lixie spoke about the belief that comes from winning those sorts of games. Do you notice that on the track? Does the mood shift a bit and you start to really buy in even more than you already have?
Oh, I definitely think as a group, like a young group still, like you always get a bit of confidence when you win those tougher sort of football matches. So yeah, it's always nicer, that's for sure.
We had look back up through the vision during training as well with the screen.
Yeah, no, use it a bit of education for the boys. Like it's one of them ones mid-session you can use it and look up and make sure that we're on the right track.
So it's not. Is it inspiring at all though, or it's not there to remind you of what you've just done and what you're capable of doing?
Oh, there's different factors that we take into it. Use it as education. Some guys might take it a bit of motivation, but yeah, we just use it in different ways for each of us.
So none of the boys are stopping and saying, "Oh, boys, just watch here, about to kick a goal," or anything like that.
No, I don't believe so. There's not too many just highlights up there. There's a lot of stuff that we are working on during the week and making sure that they're translating into games, and we keep growing the amount of numbers that are up there.
Surely Isaac had a little look at his from the pocket though, from Eddie's pocket.
I'm pretty sure Isaac's watched it a couple of times already himself, so he probably told Edgy to put it up there for him.
From a bigger outlook point of view, obviously the club has made no secret about finals being the expectation now. At 3 and 5, do you sort of still feel like that's? I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but is that still very possible, do you think, as a group?
Oh, finals are always an expectation that we've had on the group, and obviously in the start of the season we are building into it now, so that's something that we're focusing on. But yeah, finals are always what we want to play. It's what you want to play footy for.
The club's got a new name, new identity for Sir Doug Nicholls round. How important is that to implement and continue growing the Indigenous, I suppose, identity and culture and honouring that at the club?
Oh, it's a great thing the club's doing. Like, it's so important, the culture and just the history of Sir Doug Nicholls round and all that sort of thing. Like, I think it's very important just for the game itself. So it's a great thing that clubs are doing. No
suggestion that they wouldn't be, but I'm sure all the players are on board for that and excited for what that looks like in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, most definitely. It's something pretty cool using the Crows name. So yeah, no, it's very exciting, something a bit different. But yeah, I know all the boys are very excited about it.
Yeah, can you? I guess not many people would have thought that you'd be coming to round 8 and you and Brisbane are sort of sitting where you are. Do you think there's something gettable? Are they gettable? Do you think?
Oh, we always go into every game. They're a great opponent. They played in grand final last year, so they're a strong side, strong footy club. So I don't think there's ever a good time to get anyone. Everyone's trying to play 100% every week, and the AFL competition's so close. So yeah, it's always exciting, get them at home, but no, definitely it's just looking forward to the challenge.
In saying that, it's hard. I mean, when a team loses as many players as Brisbane did, I'm sure when you've been on the other side of that, morale potentially does take a hit. Do you feel like you might have a little advantage, at least from where they're coming from compared to where you're coming from with a big showdown win?
I think they showed with a gutsy win on the weekend against Gold Coast that they've got the players underneath that are just fighting for their spots the same as we do. We've got a few guys that are injured at the moment, and so have they. So I think there's always going to be a different timing for each club, but we're looking forward to the challenge that they're going to bring.
Got both grand finals to come in the next few weeks. How big is this period, especially after a showdown win, to sort of stand in place that you guys are still right in the mix?
Oh, I think it's just so exciting. Like, you want to play in the big games, you want to play the toughest opponents. So I think that's one of the things that we're looking forward to. So both Brisbane and Collingwood are great opponents that you just want to play against as much as you can.
There'll be an injury report later today, I think, but a few guys just managing themselves today. Is that kind of what you do when you've got a bit of extra prep time in a week? Guys like Dorse, Crouch, I think Rankin were just doing kind of laps, just happy to see a few of those older guys get managed.
Yeah, you come out of tough games like the Showdown. Like, Showdown's always a tough competition. So like you're going to have your knocks and a couple of things like that. But having the extra couple of days just to make sure that they're right, you don't want to push them too much. So, but no, they'll be all good.
How are you finding your own year, Chayce?
Pushing in sort of the same direction as the team. We're sort of not as well as I would have liked, but we're still moving forward and playing a role for the team. And every week, we just keep growing.
Do you still feel like the expectation and scrutiny that comes with being a top? I'm sure you're not deaf to the external noise around you. Do you carry that with you?
It's definitely something I worked on in my first couple of years. But like, look, there's the expectation on anyone playing at AFL level or anyone on an AFL list. Like, there's an expectation that you want to play the best footy you can. So I think as much as it is external, there's the same thing. You want to push yourself as much as you can. So I think there's a bit of a balance of it. So I just want to get out and play as good a footy as I can.
How did you work through that? Was it people you leant on, or something you learnt, or?
The footy club's great for it. Just you come in on a Monday, you work through what you want to work through, and then the guys around you just push you. Like, it's in a competitive, fun way. Like, it's a great culture to be around.
How do you pass that experience being a top pick onto someone like Dan Curtin? Of course, been a lot of talk before he made his debut about them not wanting to sort of throw him in the deep end. How have you seen the way he's been handled this year?
He's a different player, different person. So he has his different things, and I just try and talk through my experiences. Like, there's different games where you want to play more time or less time, or there's just so many different examples you can use from my experience. So I just try and have a chat to him every now and then, just make sure that he's on the right track as well.
What do you think of the Tassie Devils logo?
I don't mind it. It's a good culture thing for Tassie, so I think it'll be great for Tassie footy.